and welcome to Crumbs and Doilies in Soho, and we are often very, very busy working on new flavours. And I like to give you the odd new flavour. I gave you recently our baklava cupcakes, or baklava if you like. I did get told off a few times, so sorry about that. But one of our newest flavours is what I'm going to show you today, and that is a delicious strawberry shortcake cupcake. Now this is one of my favourite new flavours that we've come up with at Crumbs and Doilies. There's a lot going on in it though. There's all kinds of different components. So hopefully you watched this week's Tuesday tips video with Nikki where she showed you how to make fruit goo, what we call goo. It's actually sort of like a quick jam. I've obviously done that in a few recipes before, but go and check that video out. It's nice and quick and really simple to follow because you're going to need that. But to start with, I'm going to make the buttery biscuit base, but this is slightly different to how I normally do it because the biscuit I'm going to use is a shortbread biscuit. I'm using shop-bought shortbreads, which are so tasty. But if you want to make your own, please do. I've got lots of recipes for shortbread on my channel, so I'll put the link to them in the description box. But for now, I'm going to whiz these lovely shortbreads up in my food processor. And to that I'm going to add some melted butter and some golden syrup, as I normally do with my buttery biscuit bases. So I'm going to put about 10 grams of melted butter in and about a teaspoon, which is about 5 grams of golden syrup. And then just give that a really good mix. What you're looking for, as usual, is a damp sand consistency. If you feel like it's a little bit too dry, add a bit more butter and golden syrup. And if it's a bit too wet, whiz up some more shortbread biscuits and whack them in as well. But just make sure it's nice and sort of evenly mixed. All right, that looks about right. So now you just need to put these into your paper cases, which are already in the tin. I'm using a 12-hole tin, as per usual. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon in each one and pack it down tightly with the end of a rolling pin. So that is my buttery shortbread base, which I'm just going to put to one side for a sec while I get on with making the sponge. And this is obviously going to have to be a strawberry sponge since this is a strawberry shortcake cupcake. So into my bowl, I'm going to put 125 grams of soft unsalted butter. And on top of that, through a sieve, I'm going to put 125 grams of self-raising flour and 125 grams of caster sugar, and also a quarter of a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. I'm also going to add 2 large eggs. And then I'm going to put it on my mixer with a regular paddle, and I'm going to beat that for 1 minute on quite a sort of medium to high speed. Right, that's almost there, but now I need to put the strawberry goo in, and this is what it looks like. This is one batch. Really lovely and jammy and really strong. And you can use regular strawberry jam that you buy from the shops if you want, but it's just not going to have the same like oomph and the same strawberryness, which is not a word, but it should be. So I'm going to use about 2 or 3 tablespoons of that, and I'm going to just mix it in. Okay, so that had another about 30 seconds just mixing it. Make sure when you mix it, if you're using a big mixer like this, scrape the bottom and the sides just to make sure everything is in there. But this is already smelling very, very lovely and strawberry-y. Let's just rock that word. So now just pop it into your paper cases, which have the buttery biscuit base in there already. Just evenly distribute it. Right, that is all my cupcake cases full of lovely strawberry batter. So now I'm going to bake these at 170 degrees C in a fan-assisted oven for 20 to 22 minutes until they're nice and springy on the top. So my cakes are cool, so now is the time to assemble this bad boy. And like I said earlier, there's a lot going on. We've obviously got the buttery biscuit base, got the sponge. Now I'm gonna make a filling, and this is really, really simple. And if you want to, you can just fill these with strawberry goo and keep it real simple, but actually I quite like it to do a strawberry cream, which is what we do here at the shop. So I've got 100 milliliters or grams of double cream, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of my strawberry goo. And then I'm going to whisk my cream and strawberry goo just until it's sort of not stiff peaks, because when we pipe the filling into the cupcakes, it does tend to stiffen up a bit more. So what you want is a kind of floppy peak. Right, that looks perfect. So now all I need to do is make some holes in my cupcakes and fill them up with this stuff. Yum. I have actually got a bit of this stuff left over, which is fine. I'll probably just put it in my mouth straight away later. But to top these cupcakes, I'm going to start by making some strawberry flavoured Swiss meringue buttercream, which essentially I'm a bit cheating a little bit here because I've already made my Swiss meringue buttercream, and if you would like to know how to make that, please check the link down there to my Swiss meringue video that I did a while back, and make one batch of that. And to that, I'm going to add about 3 or 4 tablespoons of my strawberry goo. Wow, these are really starting to take shape in a very delicious way. But before we finish them, I'm gonna just put them into the fridge for about 10 minutes just to chill down before I do the last bit. And I'm back, and the cupcakes have been chilling in the fridge. Meanwhile, I got a few things ready. So I've melted some white chocolate here. I also put a little bit of cocoa butter in there just to loosen it up a bit. And I added some pink oil-based food coloring. You can use powder as well if you want. And for more information on doing that, you can check out my drip cake video, which has a lot more information about melting white chocolate and colouring it. I've also got some freeze-dried strawberries, which I'm going to use to decorate. I have also, earlier on, made some of this delicious pie crumb, and we use this quite a lot in the shop because it's tasty. But in this case, because it kind of adds the top shortcake element to this strawberry shortcake cupcake. So it's really, really simple. All I did was I mixed together some plain flour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, some melted butter, and a little bit of cold water, and mixed it all together, and then I rubbed it together between my fingers and thumbs until it reached a kind of nuggety stage, and then I whacked it into the oven at about 150, 160 for about 15 minutes until it was all cooked through. And now, as you can see, it is all lovely and nuggety, so this is going to be a really perfect topping to our cupcakes. But for now, it's dunking time. And that is the finished strawberry shortcake cupcake, which is a bit of a mouthful, and this is literally a mouthful, and I'm going to put it in my mouth very soon. So hopefully you've enjoyed that and you enjoy making them. Even though they're a little bit complicated, they're definitely worth it. But if you can't be bothered to make all the bits and bobs and make these cupcakes yourself, then please come along to the shop, the Crumbs and Doily shop in Soho this weekend. We'll have these all weekend, along with absolutely loads of other flavours. We actually change our menu every day, in case you didn't know. And if you want to see what our menu is every day, then make sure you follow our Instagram menu feed, which is crumbsanddoilies_Soho, and we post our menu every morning. Check that out. And I'll be back next week, so please do tune in then. In the meantime, don't forget you can also get my merch in the shop as well as on my website, cupcakejemma.com, where you can also get these wonderful other gloves. That's all I've got to say on the matter. So just leave it to me to eat this cupcake. Goodbye. It's a messy one, but it's yummy. I've got some on my fancy top. Into a piping bag we go. Why is it all stuck? Because it's so hot. It's melting. Okay, so that's thoroughly mixed. I'm going to just taste it though to make sure. I reckon this could get away with another tablespoon, so that would be 4 in total. Hi Jane. How you doing there? Klutz. It's just so hot. I've got a vest on underneath this top, and it's really. Shh. Everything's just conspiring against me this afternoon. Sometimes you just need a bit of help with that. Thanks, Dane. Shh. Ooh, these are starting to take delicious. And fine, absolutely fine. Which one's the fridge again? God, it smells so good. Stupid fringe. It's just so hot in here. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great. Ready?